Hey everyone, Eric here with a review on the Force One little mini RC car. I really like this one, the way it drove. A lot of the RC car companies out there just can't get it right. This is one of the few ones that is actually worth buying and is really a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and get into an unboxing. I'll show you guys how this drives outside. We'll do some off-roading on it. And if you guys wanted to pick one of these up, I included a link in the description down below where you can find one. So the speed on this thing is pretty impressive, around 12 miles per hour. It is a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, so you're going to get really good range around 50 feet. And it is ready to run. This thing has everything you need except for the 4 AA batteries that go in the remote. So let's go ahead and get into it. It is two-wheel drive, and it's really nicely packaged. They did a really good job. It does come with 6 cones in here. So if you want to set up your own track, and it actually has a ramp in here too, which I think is in at the bottom. I'll check that out. So here's your remote. There's your remote right there. So this thing's advertised that it has a 4-wheel suspension, but not really. This thing, it does have the cool looking springs on it, but pretty much your suspension is all just bending of the plastic. You actually do have a spring in the rear, but it doesn't really bend that much, but that's fine because, you know, the car actually has good weight to it. And some of the other cars like the L939, which is very similar to this one, they were a little bit too lightweight. So when you go driving around, they bounce around so much that the front tires really couldn't get traction into the dirt. And the frame on this thing is really rock solid. They did a good job with the build quality on this one. And then you do have your extra battery right here. These are just little 100 milliamp hour lipos. They're pretty tiny, and I'll show you how you access those to put them inside your car. And then right here you do have your USB charger, and this one actually comes with 3 batteries. Now the one I linked to when I bought this has 3 batteries. It's advertised at 2 batteries, but I'll go ahead and put a link to the model with the 3 batteries. I don't know if they're always going to have that special, but if you guys do want to check that out. And your screwdriver, you're going to need this to gain access to the battery compartment. And then this is your USB charger. So you can charge this either through a laptop or any powered USB port. And then you just plug them into the battery like that. And then in the front here, you do have a steering trim. It is a manual trim, so you'll need to adjust it. And to gain access to the battery, you just unscrew this right here, and then it pops off. And then you have your battery right in there. And then underneath here, this is your frame, or this is your ramp, I should say. So it's already put together. It is kind of a smooth surface, so if you guys do hit the ramp, you will have to get some speed so you don't go sliding off. But we'll go and test this out, see if it can make it up the ramp. All right, before we get into the driving review, I just want to go over the steering and the throttle real quick. This is not proportional steering. You pretty much just have full right or full left steering on here. And the same with the throttle. It's going to be all or none. Unlike the L939, that one had really good proportional steering. You could turn just a little bit or a whole lot or anywhere in between. And it gave you some really good control of the steering. But this one is still a whole lot of fun. It is very fast. It handles surprisingly well compared to a lot of the other cheap RC cars that you might find at your local toy store. All right, and let's get into the driving review.
It's a little wet.